This pattern is called the Black Magic and is one of the most well known of the modern North Country flies. It was invented by Frederick Mold and is contained within his book Presenting the Fly to the Trout, published in 1967. Mold fished this pattern on the River Wharfe at Bolton Abbey, and though it has become an increasingly popular modern North Country fly, it is sadly dressed incorrectly by many modern fly tyers, simply because they omit the under thorax of copper-coloured wire. Here, however, I'm going to stick to Mold's original dressing. The thread I'm using is Golden Griffiths Shear 14-0. For the thorax, we'll have a peacock herl, and the hackle is a black hen hackle. We start our tying thread directly behind the eye of the hook and catch in with 4 or 5 nice tight turns of thread, working its way back down towards the bend of the hook. Snip off the excess thread and now come in with your underwire thorax. Simply trap it down again with 4 or 5 nice tight turns of thread. Once we're happy where we're going to start the under thorax, bring us thread back up the body to somewhere just short of the eye. And now with your wire, form the under thorax in tight touching turns by bringing the wire back up the hook shank towards the eye. Be careful to leave yourself just enough room for the hackle to go on. Once you're happy with the length of the under thorax, again, come back down in tight touching turns so you've formed a nice bump of under thorax. When you're happy with the size and density of that under thorax, come with your fly tying thread and trap that wire down. You can, if you want, fret the wire off, but I prefer to come in with a very old pair of scissors and just snip that tag end off. And there we have our under thorax. Now with this thread, we come again in tight touching turns down the hook shank to a point opposite the point of the hook and the end of the barb, because I'm using a barbless hook, but that's the sort of length I'm looking for. Now with this thread, come back up the hook shank, again tight touching turns to a point just behind where the under thorax is waiting. That's okay there. Now we take our peacock herl, we trim off the brittle end of it, and with the long side of the herl facing towards us, we trap that herl in. Again, 2 or 3 nice tight touching turns. Bring your fingers and fret up the herl so the herl fibres stick out, and now we start to take our herl over the top of that under thorax of wire. If you want, you can just slowly fret those herl fibres back in between each turn. That'll give you a nice and full 4-axis of hurl. Then, once you're happy with the size of the hurl 4-axis, come with your thread and just place 2 wraps on top. Gives it an extra bit of strength and security. And then trap down that hurl with 2 or 3 wraps of thread. Once you're happy, again, start to fret those hurl fibres back again. And now we come with this black hen hackle. Here I'm going to trap it in by the stalk. Again, 2 or 3 nice tight turns of thread. Trim off any excess you have and just tidy up around the eye of the hook. And now with your hackle fibres, gently grip the hackle and come in as tight as you can to the finished 4-axis peacock hurl. Simply take 2 turns of hen hackle. Now with your fly tying thread, just bind it down with 2 turns of thread. You don't need any more. Trim off the waist hackle. And now if you have any stray fibres sticking out, you can just snip them off, ready for the whip finish. And again, whip finish, simply 2 turns of thread. Draw it tight, snip off the thread, if you have any stray hackle fibres, just snip them off with your scissors. And there you have Frederick Mold's Black Magic.